Jenny McCluskey. I am the daughter of Dr. Rose. I have been privileged to be able to travel around the globe doing free medical services, and I've been able to help with the eye department. In our clinics, we have had some amazing challenges, and way beyond just the fitting people with prescription glasses. There's all kinds of motility issues. There's all kinds of motility issues and cataracts and AIDS complications and glaucoma and all kinds of things. And I am very thankful for the physicians that I've been able to contact and advise on the different eye problems. I want to share with you some eye tips on how to keep your eyes healthy. There are a lot of things, limiting factors that make it so we can't always have the best eye health we would like. Now, what creates vision disorders? A lot of people have different views in their mind from way back when their mom said, don't get too close to the TV screen, you're going to ruin your eyes, or don't use a candle when you're studying because you're going to ruin your eyes. And actually in, I believe it's Korea or China, they have a bar right in front of the students' desks so they don't lean over to get real close to their books, because they thought that had a correlation between studying and their myopia problems. Now, what creates vision disorders? Now, with all that said, really, when you look at it, you have to realize the anatomy of the eye to know what is really causing the vision problems. If you look at, here's our normal eye, and you see the light coming in, the focal point at the right place, coming in, and it comes to that sweet spot in the back of the eye, so you get the proper image in your vision. Now with hyperopia, it means hyper, it's over, going on the focal point is at the wrong spot, so that the image is beyond the eye. And then with this one, it's not far enough back. And then astigmatism makes it kind of scattered. And so really it's the anatomy that requires you to have an optic lens in front of your eye to change where that focal point is so that the light ray goes in the right spot. Now, I mean, that's hereditary. I mean, like, my grandfather has very extreme farsightedness, and he passed that on to me. And when I was 2, I had to start using very thick corrective lenses, and my son as well is legally blind without his glasses. And so this is not just a problem for older people. People with, I mean, even children can need glasses, and oftentimes children who are born too early do not have the eye properly formed, and they need to have corrective lenses, or often a lack of oxygen makes them need to have corrections. So maybe this one's a little clearer graphic on how the light comes in the normal, and then the nearsighted, there's less, the light doesn't come all the way to the back, and then farsighted it goes beyond, so you need to have that corrective. The astigmatism kind of makes it so it's not joined together there. They see two things going on. Now, if you see that normal vision, you're clear, but then when you're nearsighted, it's very blurry. And then same goes with cataracts. Now, the cataracts can be age-induced. It could be from a disease you might have, like HIV, AIDS, or even an injury in sports. And many times in Africa, the teachers will beat their children, and they don't just like a spanking. They beat them over the eyes, and that creates a lot of trauma, obviously, and result in cataracts. I've seen many.
Oh no, 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 oh no.
Yeah, that's a very sad thing that they do. It's very terrible. It makes it so the children, even young children, have cataracts and then they have blurred vision. So, glasses are a wonderful thing. They don't make your eye weaker by wearing the glasses. They just help that ray go in the right place so that your vision is clear. So I'm going to be looking at 7 things to help you with your eye health. The first on the list will be proper diet, a well-balanced diet with vegetables, fruits, grains, and nuts. And as you can see here, we have a wonderful array, and everything we've been talking about and will be talking about in this whole series of I Love Vibrant Health will be showing us the proper diet of fruits, grains, and vegetables. And they have all the vitamins, as we'll be learning about here. We eat our vitamins. You know, a lot of people take vitamins, think, oh yes, I can take vitamins and fix that. But really the best form, the way your body can use the vitamins, is by eating them. Vitamin A is very good for your eyes. Vitamin A may also help protect against other eye infections, other eye afflictions. Vitamin A may also help with other eye afflictions. Some studies suggest that diets high in vitamin A may be associated with a reduced risk of cataracts and age-related macular degeneration. Exophthalmia is a progressive eye disease which begins with night blindness. Vitamin A deficiency can be a contributor to that. Deficiency in vitamin A can also make your tear ducts and your eyes dry out. And eventually your cornea softens and makes it so that you have irreversible blindness. So what foods have vitamin A? We have broccoli, apricots, apples, grapes, melon, spinach, carrots, sweet bell pepper, watermelon, mango, kiwi, parsley. There's so many different kinds, and I'm sure you can think of anything that has yellow or orange color usually has vitamin A. Okay, vitamin E. Vitamin E is very important for your eye health. Vitamin E is an antioxidant. It may help you protect your eyes against damaging free radicals. High amounts in your diet may be associated with reduced risk of cataracts. Who wants cataracts? Not me. I don't want cataracts. I'll eat those things: spinach, peas, seeds, nuts, avocado, cherry, papaya, apple, kiwi, carrots. And you see, these are a lot of the same things repeated over again. It's just another vitamin that just happens to be in the same food. Vitamin C forms collagen, a protein that provides structure to your eyes. Observational studies suggest that these vitamins may protect against cataracts and help prevent the progression of macular degeneration. Vitamin B is really wonderful. Researchers have studied several vitamin B vitamins for their impact on eye health, particularly vitamin B6, B9, B12. A combination of these vitamins can help lower levels of homocysteine, which is a protein in your body that may be associated with inflammation and increased risk of developing macular degeneration. Macular degeneration affects your retina and makes it so that image is not clear and can lead to blindness. So, vitamin B, let's go back and look at B6 foods. So we have spinach, sunflower seeds, apricots, avocado, pistachio nuts, prunes, bananas. These are all high in vitamin B6. And B9 foods are parsley, spinach, avocado, orange, winter squash, lentils, collard greens, beets, green peas, black-eyed peas, broccoli, Brussels sprouts, chickpeas. And then vitamin B or B12. These are a little harder to find, but these are some vegan options for getting your vitamin B12. There's nutritional yeast, mung bean sprouts, seaweed, and asparagus. As an antioxidant, riboflavin may protect against damaging free radicals in your eyes. Diets high in riboflavin may be associated with reduced risk of developing cataracts. So these vitamins, the vitamin Bs, will help you with macular degeneration and cataracts. Niacin, B3. Studies suggest that niacin may prevent the development of glaucoma. But supplements should be used with caution. That's because if you get too much, then it will fight against you. So what things have niacin? Avocados, broccoli, tomatoes, dates, mushrooms, asparagus, Swiss chard, pumpkin seeds, wheat potatoes. I think that's supposed to be sweet potatoes. Carrots, almonds, and spinach. My slide got a little... Okay. Now, when I was shadowing a surgeon, there was one vitamin they were prescribing all the time for eyes, and that was lutein and zeaxanthin. Especially if someone had just had cataract surgery, they gave them this as a supplement so that their cornea and everything would heal up nicely. And let's learn what it does. So lutein and zeaxanthin are part of the carotenoid family, a group of beneficial compounds synthesized by plants. Both of these carotenoids can be found in macula and retina of your eye, and they help filter the potentially harmful blue light, thus protecting your eyes from damage. Lutein and zeaxanthin may also help macular degeneration and cataracts. So the blue light, everywhere we go, we have blue light, and I'll be talking more about that. But blue light, I mean, even lights in your home can have blue light. Your computer screen, your cell phone, your TV, your work computer, everything has blue light. And so it's really good to fortify our eyes so that we don't have blindness from that. Some more vitamins for your eye are the omega-3 fatty acids. They're a part of a polyunsaturated fat. The cell membrane in your retina contains high concentration of DHA, a particular type of omega-3. And besides helping form the cells of your eye, omega-3 fats have an anti-inflammation property which may play a role in prevention of diabetic retinopathy. And so, omega-3 fats benefit individuals with dry eye disease as well by helping them produce more tears, which with lack of tears cause dryness, discomfort, and occasional blurry vision. And so omega-3 fats are in your olive oil, your chia, flax, and they're in varying amounts in vegetables and fruits. So vitamins, eat your eye vitamins. Diets high in thiamine have been associated with a reduced risk of developing cataracts. But they saw that supplements have been used as a way to treat diabetic retinopathy. So they found that thiamine is really good for diabetic retinopathy. So B1 is your thiamine, and we see that in sunflower seeds, black beans, navy beans, lentils, asparagus, soybeans, macadamia nuts, broccoli sprouts, tomatoes, sweet peas, And there's many other options. These are just a few I collected here. The next thing we're going to talk about is water. Water is so important because in your eye, you have your muscles and your sclera and everything, but inside, where the light is coming through, is your vitreous humor. That is water. It's a liquid, and that makes it so the light comes through. It makes it so the light can come through, and if you're dehydrated, that will kind of get globby together, and you'll start to get floaters in your eye. And so keeping your body hydrated is essential for good health, but hydration is equally important for your eyes. Without adequate moisture, your eyes become dry and uncomfortable. So I'm going to drink some water here to help my eyes. Understanding how hydration problems occur can help you prevent dry eyes. One of the most common eye problems people have. And what do your tears do? Tears do not just appear when you cry. They constantly bathe your eye in moisture and wash away debris and help prevent bacteria from causing an infection. So your eyes actually consist of 3 layers: the outer oily layer, a middle watery layer, and an inner layer that contains mucus. Your tears actually help the light to come through your eye, and so if you're not adequately hydrated, then you will have blurry vision. If the condition is severe, dry eyes may even cause ulcers on your cornea. That is the clear layer of your eye that covers your iris, which is the colored part of your eye. So what happens if you have a hydration problem? Poor hydration causes dry eyes, common condition that affects most of us at some point in our lives. Dry eyes can be temporary or chronic. If you have dry eyes, you may notice a burning sensation, stinging, or irritated eyes, blurred vision, or vision that fluctuates, scratchy feeling in your eyes, and an increase in mucus. That's like those sleepy stickers we all, some of us have in the morning. The third thing I'm going to be talking about is smoking. Smoking is not a good thing for your eyes. It makes you more likely to get cataracts. It damages your optic nerve. That's what sends the information you're seeing to your brain. And it causes muscular degeneration, among many other medical problems. If you tried to kick the habit before only to start again, keep at it. The more times you try to quit, the more likely you will succeed. And the more likely you'll be able to keep your vision. Another thing under that is alcohol. So I guess this point number 3 can really be all-encompassing on drugs, but we're going to be looking at alcohol. Dry eyes is a symptom on your eyes when you drink alcohol. Studies suggest that even a limited amount of alcohol can increase and intensify dry eyes. Twitching eyes is actually another symptom. Excessive alcohol intake can cause twitching in your or amyocnia. So the twitching is because your muscles are getting weaker. Slow pupil reaction is another thing. Consuming alcohol can cause your iris to dilate much slower than normal and can lead to tunnel vision.
Storage space running out, not enough free space.
Well, there you go. Still going. So slow pupil reaction. Consuming alcohol can cause your iris to dilate much slower than normal. This can lead to tunnel vision, as the pupils may not open up as well as they normally would. This is one of the reasons why driving when you're intoxicated is not a good plan, because you won't be able to see very well when you're driving. And of course, that's one of the factors of your mind being under the influence. Damaged contrast. Too much alcohol can impair your ability to make distinctions between different objects based on how light or dark they are. You may have trouble distinguishing different shades of similar colors, which can be dangerous, especially in driving. So you might think something is part of the road, but in reality it might be a child. So with that, your tunnel vision and your contrast, that makes for a deadly situation. Migraines is another thing. Anyone ever had a orbital migraine? Those are awful, but they're more common when you drink alcohol. Possibly accompanied by sensitivity to light and other related vision problems. So migraines can be caused by drinking too much alcohol. And another symptom is rapid eye movement. Well, alcohol may help people fall asleep quicker. It increases non-REM sleep and decreases REM sleep. So even though you'll be able to get to sleep quicker, you're not going to have... So even though it helps you fall asleep, you're not going to get that deep REM sleep. So when you wake up, you're going to be exhausted and feeling like you need to try that again. So long-term effects is optic neuropathy. It's a more serious condition where your optic neuropathy can cause loss of vision, which is usually painless. In addition, the disorder can decrease pupillary vision and cause difficulty seeing colors. Vitamin. So even though it may help you, you may think you're getting a better sleep. Really, you're not going to be able to enter into that REM deep sleep, and you're going to wake up exhausted. Long-term effects is optic neuropathy. It's a more serious condition. Optic neuropathy causes loss of vision, which usually is painless. Also, in addition, the disorder can decrease peripheral vision and cause difficulty seeing colors. Drinking alcohol also makes you have a vitamin deficiency. So heavy amounts of drinking can cause, another effect of heavy drinking is vitamin deficiency. Heavy amounts of drinking can affect the liver's intake of vitamins that are needed to maintain healthy eyesight. Another problem is the prenatal alcohol exposure. Now this really made me angry when in the countries overseas, watching children being brought in by their parents and having major abnormalities in their eyes because of their parents' intake of alcohol. And this one mother brought in 5 children, and this one child, the eyelid was completely closed. There was just a little hole, and the child was trying to see through that little hole, and where the eyelid was not open. And I talked to the mother. I said, "Did you take any alcohol while you were pregnant?" And I said, the alcohol, she was pregnant at the time again. And I said, the alcohol that's causing this issue. And she laughed in my face and wasn't willing to make a change. And I had to stop clinics so that I could control the emotion. And if someone is going to put their child through that, why even get pregnant? I mean, there's other options. Horrible what the children have to suffer. It causes consuming excessive amounts of alcohol increases the risk of permanently affecting the eyesight of the child. Cataract formation is another issue. Multiple studies have shown increased cataract formation in those with higher drinking levels compared to those with lower or little drinking. And also, if you have a history of macular degeneration in your family, drinking alcohol can actually make you have a higher risk of developing it yourself. Age-related macular degeneration, heavy or excessive drinking could cause oxidative damage to the retina and potentially leading to macular degeneration. And other alcohol effects on the eye, even if you only have a few drinks, your eyes do not function as normally as they would while you're sober. Depending on your tolerance level, even just one drink can get you dizzy or have blurry vision. Or it can cause you to see double or have spots flash. Alcohol affects everyone differently, so it is always good to be cautious. There are some studies that show that drinking alcohol can decrease your antioxidants and make it so that your eye doesn't have the antibodies it needs to. Some people believe that the alcohol decreases the antioxidants, and this makes it so that the debris are not as easily removed from the eye. The next subcategory of number 3 is stimulants. Coffee, tea, caffeine are very harmful for your eyes. Caffeinated drinks are known to increase blood pressure as well as pressure in your eyes. Yes, everything is interrelated. If you have high blood pressure, you're going to have high blood pressure in your eye as well. And this high pressure in your eye can actually increase glaucoma issues. With coffee providing a solid hit of caffeine, 95 milligrams in an average cup can lead to quite the jump in your pressure. So how does this link to your eyesight? High levels of eye pressure known to cause glaucoma, and so there can easily be a link between your coffee habit to one of the world's largest causes of blindness. And so, in Africa, they're growing the tea, and everyone is encouraged to drink the tea. And the people who are picking the leaves of the tea, their fingernails are all dead. They have fungus issues and have really bad trouble because the fighter cells are gone. Marijuana is another of the subcategories of number 3. Marijuana is harmful for your eyes. Tests are determined that regular pot users experience a 10 millisecond delay in the speed which their signals are sent to the brain by the optic nerve. So point number 4, sunglasses are really important for your eyes. The right pair of shades, the right pair of sunglasses will help protect your eyes from the UV light rays, ultraviolet, and too much UV exposure boosts your chances for cataracts and macular degeneration. So choose a pair of sunglasses. These are not just to look cool with. A lot of times in other countries I try to give people sunglasses and they say, no, I'm not one of those kinds of people. You need to be one of those kinds of people. You want your eyes. So choose a pair of sunglasses that are 99% or to 100% UV protective, UV, UVB, and wraparound lenses to help protect your eyes from the sides. Polarized lenses reduce glare while you drive. So if you can get the transition lenses on your prescription glasses, that will really help with that exposure. If you wear contact lenses, they actually have some that you can get that have the UV protection in them, and some of them actually are transitions, which give an extra layer. Okay, point number 5 is blue light. Now, I touched on that a little bit earlier, but blue light is very, very harmful for your eyes. There's studies that if you have every day, every night, actually, it's worse in the night because your eye, the sun goes down and your eye's like on a clock. It has, just like your body has a circadian rhythm, your eye is intertwined. So, in the presence of retinol, light in the presence of retinol, this triggers distortion, an important. So it's especially worse at night because your eye is going to sleep, really. And if the room's all dark and you're there with your phone, that blue light is actually, there's studies that show that blue light is going to actually cause blindness. And sometimes that blindness is permanent. It causes distortion in protein in the cell membrane. This is followed by an increase in both oxidative damage and calcium levels in the cells. It's toxic, says cousin Retnecki, a PhD student who has been involved in the study. He says the findings suggest that if you shine blue light on the retinol kills photoreceptor cells and the signal molecule on the membrane dissolves. So it actually dissolves those cells in your membrane. Those photoreceptor cells do not regenerate in your eye. So that is really, really sad because as you expose your eye more and more to the blue light, you're actually killing the photoreceptors in the back of your eye. So you're actually making yourself go blind. So what's the remedy? We're all bombarded with blue light, so much blue light. So there are several things you can do. There's blue light filter apps you can have on your phone, and you can have it on a timer so that throughout the day it changes the blue light on your phone. And so at nighttime, it's like pretty much all the way 100% blue light filter. And there's ones you can get for your computer. There's actually glasses that are blue light filters. I just saw this recently that I think they're called opti-filters, where it's just glasses, there's no prescription in them, it's just a blue light filter. So if you have a lot of online classes and you just feel so drained from watching the programs on your computer, those glasses would be a nice thing to do for your studying. Especially with, right now we're in lockdown, a lot of kids have to do their school online. So I would look into getting those glasses for that. And just trying to limit that as much exposure as possible. Number 6, a lot of times for some people this is no-brainer. Protective eyewear when you're working outside. If you use hazardous or airborne materials on the job or at home. Wear safety goggles to protect sparks. So like if you're welding, people have that big shield, and there's a lot of things you need to use protective glasses for. Sports like ice hockey, racquetball, lacrosse can also lead to eye injury. Wear eye protection helmets with protective face masks, sports goggles with goggles with polycarbonate lenses will shield your eyes. Also, regular visits with your eye doctor professional. Everyone should have a regular eye exam, even young children. It's very important. I've had many children come to me in other countries who they couldn't see at all, and a lot of people would just laugh at them, and really they just needed corrective lenses, and then they could be like anybody else. Glasses are not just for the older people. They help protect the eye care professionals help protect your sight, help you see your best, and make sure that there's no underlying causes of vision problems that you don't need to take care of. So eye exams can find disease like glaucoma that might not even have symptoms yet. It's important to spot them early so that you can get the treatment and it will be easier to treat. There are certain limiting factors that make it so you don't see your best, and these cannot be corrected by meds or new glasses. Grief, if you've just lost somebody, or you've just gone through a lot of stress, or you've just had a baby and you have hormones, these all affect how you see with your eyes. When we are severely stressed and anxious, high levels of adrenaline in the body can cause pressure in your eyes. With long-term anxiety, people can suffer from eye strain during the day on a regular basis. If you become lightly sensitive to any slight movement, or over time, the strain from other senses can cause muscular tension and headaches. So those are some of the things. I mean, of course, with these limiting factors, you don't have any control over them. And really, I guess the final thing is that when you have these limiting factors of stress and grief, the only remedy for that is to remove the thing that's causing the stress and the grief. And a lot of times you can't do that. But there are certain things that can help you relieve that stress. And we'll be addressing that in another program. But for now, I just want to say that I know that with my stress, one thing that has really helped me is my trust in God. God has really helped me with a lot of things, and I've really been through a lot. When you trust in God, He will give you peace. And I love the song that says, "I will both lay me down and sleep in peace, for the Lord makes me dwell in safety." He's the one that helps us through all the trauma in our lives. So I just want to thank you for tuning in today, and let's close with prayer. Dear Father, I just want to thank you that you've given our eyes, and you've given us the remedies for our eyes. And I just ask you'll be with each one who is listening to this and wanting to know how to improve, that you will bless their efforts and that you will give them a wonderful vision. And we thank you in Jesus' name. Amen. All right, we'll see you next time. Thank you.